Alrighty everybody, what's going on? Nick96 here, back with another live stream. And in this live stream, we're going to be playing something different than My Rise. We're going to be playing some BLOODLINE Showcase. And this is going to be one epic video because I've already done something. So let's get into it. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, getting back into this. So now, okay, so we started off, if you remember, we did starting off with Yokozuna, and then we ended off with Rikishi, or we have to do the Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin match at No Mercy on October 22nd, 2000. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna jump right into this.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. It became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins. And he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds,
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Well, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job. Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry. It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks. Oh, God. Boom! And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this. Whoa, that was a stiff chair shot to the dome.
You better have an
aptitude for pain because it just keeps coming. This is just getting uncomfortable at this point. A little insult to your injury.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to those disgusting lengths that Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
This conflict is beyond disturbing. Corey, let's go into Rikishi's mind when it comes to defeating Stone Cold.
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the Rattlesnake, because we know Austin will not stay down.
Oh, foot just stomping down. Oh, my! And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the shark tank that is WWE. Are you serious? Corey, Rikishi ran over another human being. Reinforcing that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did. Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
Well, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all the Rock's success. And Rikishi... Joey now, he's worn down the Rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet they're... Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the Rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi. All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now. Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The Rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. And Rikishi with a counter.
Scary mindset for the Rattlesnake. Austin has scattered pictures of Rikishi all over his home. Said that every time he looks at Rikishi, he's looking at a dead man. Yeah, Rikishi taking that as an empty threat, thinking that Austin isn't the man he claims to be. But trust me, when Stone Cold says he has you in his crosshair, he's eyeing the 3 count here.
He breaks the ref's count after 1.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it. Ouch. Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing 4. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Headed back into the ring.
Austin just looking to humiliate his opponent. Looks like he's saying someone is not on his level. Cobra clutch. Got it cinched in. Leading fast.
With a Russian leg sweep.
There has been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks. And this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for.
He's looking lost out there. Looking like an easy target. From way up. Backbreaker. And Rikishi channeling his energy here.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
He's got himself a shovel. I think he's looking to bury his opponent quite literally.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Sit straight into the barricade.
Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade.
And we know how despicable Rikishi is being. But to throw a vinegar on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's truck with a sledgehammer. Well, hell hath no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist Austin lands in this fight.
And Austin gets stopped in his tracks. Coming back from the outside now.
All right, time for us to clear the way. Already ahead of you.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. A shovel wrapped around the head.
Suddenly we've got front row seats to this thing.
And I don't think we want to get any closer. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair. A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
And Austin, Luther's press! Luther's press! Look at him go!
There's press! Downloading with punches.
Good grief. Austin getting himself some Texas rattlesnake retribution on Rikishi. He avoids the contact.
Throws the opposition back into the ring. Rikishi is down. It could be over. Almost ended it there.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there. Uh-oh.
Counter. Right when it was needed.
Scooped up. Here it comes. Rikishi. Driver. Rikishi got all of it. Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago.
And now propped up in the corner.
Headbutt by Rikishi.
Rikishi getting his opponent in position.
Turn out the lights. The party is over.
Rough shaker. It put Austin down. Unbelievable.
2 count. Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure.
Austin somehow got the shoulder up. Intestinal fortitude on display from Stone Cold. Huge clothesline delivered. Quick thinking, managing to duck out of the way. Delivers a nice back body drop. Looking. Oh, what a giant spine buster. The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
Oh, and a headbutt. Rikishi ready to go.
Not done yet. The wheels are turning for Rikishi as he ascends up the ropes.
Rough shaker for Rikishi.
Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
Oh, he kicked out.
Austin somehow kicked
to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
Alright, so we're unlocking Diana, Rikishi, and both versions of Stone Cold and Austin. Let's see what's happening next. Tell us, Paul.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was gonna wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle. Always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring showcase Umaga's cruel brutality and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He can be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a three-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
You win this title, you are a top name in this industry.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
Cena could be in for the greatest challenge as champion tonight. But if anyone can overcome the terrifying ruthlessness of Umaga, it has to be John Cena.
And let's remember this event last year, Byron. New Year's Revolution has not been kind to John Cena. He lost his championship a year ago at the same event.
A mental hurdle Cena needs to overcome for sure. But the past is the past. I think John has a much bigger distraction in front of him right now.
Just like that, sent out of the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout. And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage.
Knee right on target.
Cena now taking the brunt of the attack.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense. Sharp blow to the neck. Vicious knee. A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan Bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga. Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Draped across the top rope. Clubbing forearm. And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna. His unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty, and he won't be slowed down.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
And Umaga is in control.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now. Oof.
What a kick. That's using your head.
Oh, no. It looks like that busted him open pretty bad.
Spinning heel kick. And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are... And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
What
out!
a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
Pulls their opponent in.
Belly to belly.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact that he knows he's supposed to hurt his opponent.
Having no conscience is what has set Umaga apart. If he gets confused and the bloodthirst takes over, that's where Estrada becomes useful by... This'll do it. Umaga, Samoan spike.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Here's the pin. Oh, and he just kicked out.
The title still hanging in the balance.
Resilience of a champion on display. And I think we all know that...
Here it comes! Samoan spike! The challenger clearing a path to the title.
New champion! An undefeated champion!
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title reign is over.
Oh, tell us next. What are we gonna play now?
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 Showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features 2 Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
All right, Paul, I got you. Enjoy the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
2 roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and accompanied by Paul Ellering and a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akam and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And a combined weight of 770 pounds. Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's an irregular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These 2 hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
Well, there is nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But Only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 13. This could be it. The pin. And that clearly rocked Razor a bit.
Yeah, Rosie was confident going on the attack.
The end was in sight. Hip attack on the money.
This is just nasty.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
And there is no other term for that than just cheap. A cheap shot.
Punch right in the head.
That is a power-packed punch.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Great athleticism. Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the...
And he's going for the pin. He narrowly avoids the count.
Couldn't quite slam the door yet.
Oh! Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Akam found himself in the wrong place there.
Yeah, Jamal on the apron.
Through the air. And connects.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Catches a kick to the face.
Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
Down to Otis. And a double axe handle smash.
Uh-oh. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Watch the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade. Oh, stomping away. Uranagi.
With a Uranagi. Sent right into the corner. And what's he looking for here?
Oh, boy, come on, not the chair.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Rosie and Jamal tell the victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Oh, nice. Schoolboy from behind.
Cover.
And the count doesn't even begin.
What a kick out.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Up they go.
Driven down with a Samoan drop. 3-minute warning might just be done.
Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
Because the AI.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
There is nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
Watch the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but
here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies. There's nothing in the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain, but only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
AOP and 3-minute warning both love to bring the pain to their opponents, but I'm not sure AOP's ready for the pure chaos that is 3-minute warning. That ability to be totally unpredictable could play in 3-minute warning's favor.
Interesting point, Corey. AOP likes to slowly grind their opponents into dust, but 3-minute warning are always looking for a quick, dominant win. Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings.
And there's the Uranagi. Landed them. Oh, look at mounting, and now the punch is hammering away.
Ruthless. My God, what a striking display. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Superstar setting up.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Sidewalk slam.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
You know exactly what you're getting into when you sign up for this kind of match.
It's just right for him.
Oof, kick finds it.
He'll take things into the ring.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Superstar setting up.
And he counters.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition.
We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first few rows should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity.
Dragging them out. There's a slam, setting them up in the corner. What does this superstar have planned? Gonna climb to the second rope.
Beautiful splash.
Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
Oh my, what a splash.
His body is showing the effects of this match.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight. Ooh. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
High level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Propped up in the corner.
Ow! Clearing off a desk. What could be the thought process here?
I don't think it's anything.
The superstar has control of their opponent, driving them down to the canvas. And what's next? From the middle rope. Splash!
3-minute warning might just be done messing around.
Makes the cover. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
So we unlocked 3-minute warning. Alright, Paul, tell us next.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
All right. So we're gonna try and win that Money in the Bank. All right. Let's see how it is.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
crowned champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier, and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you can feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella.
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the... opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder or retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming soaring.
Crashing to the floor, and that definitely made solid impact. She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Disgusting behavior. There was no respect shown there.
Big back body drop. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
And Janoku driver.
You could see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
Ooh, hard contact against the ladder there. Ooh, that'll leave a mark.
Ooh, an apron slap.
Disrespectful.
I don't know if they're going to have any taste buds left after that.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group? Hold on, she could be looking for a submission move here.
But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that.
And she breaks up the submission. The match is still going. Uh-oh. Samoan drop. This beating is taking its toll on her.
Leg drop.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker.
Ow. Pow, what a shot. Oh, clubbing blow. Ooh, axe handle.
That move was a thank you shot to the so-called benevolent queen.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't.
Watch out!
That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that. Oh, leg breaker.
Caught with a neck breaker.
Successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation.
And she's set right into that corner.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank. Natalya.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts the climb, but needs to move quickly.
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation. Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is don't do it!
Good God! What just happened?
Oh, you can feel it in this building right now.
Ladders are just not for home improvements anymore.
The prize is in sight. But is it in reach?
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry! Becky's reaching!
Can she unhook it and get closer to reclaiming her championship?
Getting it down is proven to be harder than it looks. Oh, man, what a light drop!
Drop of the leg.
And momentum is slipping away from Lynch.
Just look at Tamina go. Oh, man, nasty kick.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Tamina, she's thinking back. But now we see Tamina.
Good Lord, taking flight.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent. Brutal boot.
As the fight continues ringside, we may need to relocate soon.
I'm already ahead of you. Grabbing my notes.
Throws her back in from ringside.
Ooh. Put down face first.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my! Tomato into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the...
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for a cone of silence. Submission is locked in.
She's trying to slip out of this submission, and she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here.
Samoan drop. Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
Contract for a championship opportunity is hanging from the rafters. 5 women fighting for their destiny. Ooh. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No disqualifications in this match.
Everyone was coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one. A trap that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Ooh, knee lift.
Oh, ouch! She's looking a little drained now. And an answer from her. Jaw-shattering boot. And she may be cunning, but even the veteran Lynch didn't have that attack scouted.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression.
Well, Carmella is certainly being tested now. Situating that ladder right against the ropes.
Oh, yeah, that looks very secure.
Into a flapjack. Impressive. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. Oh! Right to the side of the face.
Oh, man.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
And Natalya dodges there. Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome. She's setting the ladder up dead center.
Her eyes are on the prize now.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone up. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection by Charlotte.
Bye-bye, Carmella. I don't think she'll be climbing the ladder after that.
She's been slowed down yet again.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending the ladder very challenging. And the opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it.
Snapmare.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my. Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Oh, timely counter by Natalya.
Oh, predicted what was coming.
Uh-oh. Got caught in the jaw with the knee.
Uh-oh, guys.
We should probably take a step back here.
To the sky.
Clubbing blow to the back. Here she goes, sliding back into the ring. Oh, my God, a clothesline. What's Lynch thinking here?
Great display of strength with the suplex.
Carmella gets waylaid.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Getting that ladder in position.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Ladder's in position. Gonna make the climb. This is dangerous. This is frightening.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
Just looking to do some damage.
This hold, let's go for submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for it.
Yeah, certainly seems to be having trouble up there.
Tamina might have it here.
Are we about to see the first Miss Money in the Bank?
This is so tense.
The WWE Universe is waiting with bated breath. Getting to her feet here, stumbling into the Lion's Den. On the top.
Diving double axe handle. Oh, the hood of the announce table just ripped off here on the monitors as well.
Some bad intentions here, guys. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny, willing to go through hell for it. Nothing fancy about that.
And she's positioned the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring there. This match has to be close to an end.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now. She goes back into the ring. And Carmella getting broken down here again.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for... Locked in!
It's locked in!
Might tap here. Not that it'll matter. Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside. What a counter.
she heads out to the floor.
Obviously was in need of a breather. Angle, German. She wants to see. The Queen is looking to put this thing away.
Figure four locked in. She's got a bridge, Cody. Figure eight on the way. Figure eight from the Queen.
She is in excruciating.
They're trying desperately to find a way out of the figure eight.
Successfully so.
Yeah, but the damage has been done.
Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
It all comes down to this moment.
But so much could still go wrong here.
What's taking so long? Pull! Pull!
Every counter being answered with another. Lynch hooks him.
Nice exploder suplex.
The WWE Universe standing at attention, completely entranced by this matchup now.
Can't miss action taking place in front of them. Nobody wants to blink. They are not going to miss a second of the action at this point. Now clearing the announce desk. This isn't going to end well.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
She's reaching for it.
It's going to take some time, but you got to just keep going. Charlotte seeing her opportunity.
Charlotte's got a chance.
Getting your hands on the prize isn't enough. You got to yank this opportunity down. It's just a matter of time now, Michael.
This is a risky play, but could be the only opportunity on match.
Keeping at it.
Could this be it? Just yank it down. Force it. It's so close.
If only it was that easy. Oh, this could be the beginning of the end, Michael.
Power slam.
Oh, look at the double team here.
Uh-oh.
Goes up. Must come down.
Double flapjack.
She wants now. Charlotte
doesn't have a chance of coming back from that maneuver.
Setting the ladder up in the center of the ring.
Almost touching the prize at this point.
Head up that ladder. Center of the ring. Oh, what a shot.
So what is going to happen here on top of the ladder? Tamina wipes out an opponent, but can she seize the opportunity and grab the briefcase?
The volume in this building has increased exponentially. The fans are willing these competitors to put forward.
Win or lose, these superstars are going to be held in high esteem after this one. It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder. Can't waste any time now. Got to get it off that hook.
And now positioning the ladder
on the turnbuckles. That just made that corner even more dangerous territory.
Boom! German suplex. Big forearm.
German suplex.
Down in the basement with a drop kick.
Oh, soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Exhibiting a crazy amount of strength here. Submission maneuver.
Trying to maneuver out. And successfully. Oh, wow. Impactfully, too.
Oh, God. Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. And now Tamina sent ringside. And Lynch.
Manhandle slam. Positioning the arm. Big leg drop.
With total disregard.
And he lives. It's got it cinched in.
This could end it all, and it matter of seconds before we hear something pop.
And look at her giving up. She's quitting, but it doesn't save her from the hold here. And she's positioning the ladder, kicking ring in the center of the ring there. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh.
Boom! Oh, my Lord! Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
All the way to the top of the ladder. There's only one way to go now. Oh, speed with the ladder.
Trying to put the ladder in the middle of the ring.
This is where you want it. The right place. Is this the right time?
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win?
Power slam. Ladder's in position. Gonna make the climb.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
This is dangerous. This is frightening. Oh, my God.
And that is going to put Tamina out of the equation for a long time. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Flair delivering the shot.
Natural selection. The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt. And now the ladder to her throne awaits.
She's stretching, but can she get a grip?
It looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there.
Unloads with the boot.
She's set the ladder up dead center.
Well, her eyes are on the prize now.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Oh, that hurt right in the kidney. Golly.
Ladder's in position. Gonna make the climb. Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't quite grab it.
The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands. So close and yet so far.
She's almost got it.
Have to move fast on the top.
She completely missed there. And she's getting the ladder set up now.
What is she thinking?
Ladder's dead. Meanwhile, it's Carmella.
Carmella's eyes are growing wider now. Is this her chance to climb the ladder and become Miz Money in the Bank?
Moving into the ring.
Becky in full control here. Ooh.
Manhandle slam.
Action spilling toward us. This is probably a good time to take our things and go. Victory is literally within her reach here.
Time is your enemy here. I just don't know if there's enough of it to get it down.
This could be it.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the